Whether we like it or not, we live in a world that is overwhelmed with a combination of crime and cars, whether fast, furious, or somewhere in between. Supercars, sports cars, famous cars, and vintage cars will always be a target for criminals due to their exclusive nature and high price tag. Hello and welcome back to another fantastic video from our channel. In this video, we will discuss the greatest car heists of all time. But first, please subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button to avoid missing any of our videos. So without further ado, let us begin. Do you need more proof? We assumed you'd never ask. We've compiled a list of the top 5 famous car heists involving some of our favorite vehicles. As fictitious as they appear, these events all occurred, and to be honest, you couldn't make some of them up. Starting out number 1, James Bond's Aston Martin DB5 vanishes. When the words crime and supercar are combined, how can you not imagine 007 trying to stop bad guys in whatever vehicle he has at his disposal? Perhaps his most famous creation was the Aston Martin DB5, which first appeared in the film Goldfinger, starring Sean Connery. It was a work of art, complete with bulletproof windows, an ejector seat, and revolving number plates. With the release of Goldfinger, the DB5 quickly became a dream car. But where is the infamous auto that was so well depicted in the film now? That's a good question. Aston Martin actually provided 2 1964 Aston Martin DB5s to Eon Productions, the producer of Goldfinger, for filming purposes. The effects car was one of the models that was actually outfitted for the film with all of the cool gadgets. Following the release of Goldfinger, the effects car was returned to Aston Martin, where it continued to make promotional appearances for decades. However, the effects car was stolen from an airport hangar in Florida in 1997, and no one has seen it in over 17 years. The insurance company's payout for the car was said to be around $4 million. The second DB5, which was originally given to Eon, is well preserved in a private Ohio car museum, as seen in the picture above. Aston Martin recently confirmed that it has created an exclusive DB10 model for the upcoming James Bond film Spectre, due for release in November 6, 2015. The carmaker is creating an entirely new DB10 for the film, 50 years after first appearing in Goldfinger with the DB5. Hopefully, the DB10 will still be around in 2065 and will not follow in the footsteps of its forefather. Number 2. A con man, a totaled 1996 Ferrari F50, and a DOJ lawsuit. This is a crazy story that starts with a con man. Baker was an airline pilot and a skilled salesman, first convincing a North Carolina dealership to let him test drive a 1989 Ferrari 328 GTS that they never saw again, and then doing the same in Long Island with a 1985 Ferrari Testarossa. In 2003, Baker walked into Algar Ferrari Maserati in Philadelphia, claiming to be the CEO of a California technology firm. He boasted that he was ready to put down a deposit on an F50 if it met his performance criteria during a test drive. Baker was literally out the door after the dealership eagerly handed over the keys. He sped away with the F50 at 100 miles per hour and vanished, leaving Motors Insurance Group to pick up the $375,000 bill. Number 3, a ninja teen steals Guy Fieri's Lamborghini Gallardo. Guy Fieri, the celebrity chef, was taken aback in 2011 when he learned that his 2008 Lamborghini Gallardo Spider had been stolen from a San Francisco car dealership. The surprise grew in the months that followed after a video of the theft and the thief in action was released. This video depicted a 16-year-old male, Max Wade, abseiling into the dealership, cutting the vehicle's locks, and driving away with the Lamborghini. According to various media reports, evidence shows Wade meticulously planned a heist, and when the car was eventually discovered in a storage locker, it was discovered alongside guns, disguises, cell phone jammers, police scanners, dismantled assault weapons, and a full San Francisco police uniform. His computer history revealed that he actively Googled Lamborghinis, how to jam the LoJack anti-theft system, and lockpicking. Wade earned the moniker Ninja Teen after the video went viral, but he was eventually arrested for his crimes as well as attempted murder in 2012. He was given the death penalty. Number 4, Quentin Tarantino's 1964 Chevrolet Chevelle Malibu was discovered 2 decades after it was stolen. The car, driven by John Travolta's character Vincent Vega, character Mia Wallace in the build-up to 2 of the film's most iconic scenes. The series You Never Can Tell in the 1950s restaurant and Mia's overdose. The classic Sherry Red convertible was stolen from director Quentin Tarantino's drive in the final stages of filming and wasn't found until nearly 2 decades later. The Pulp Fiction car was discovered in California in 2013, 19 years after it was stolen. When Sheriff's Deputy Carlos Arrieta observed 2 men stripping a Chevrolet Malibu, one of the men claimed to have owned the car since the 1970s, but after some investigation, they discovered it was the famous stolen vehicle from the film. According to authorities, the car's current owner was not involved in the theft and is considered a victim of fraud after the identification number was cloned. And number 5, Tara Palmer BMW Tompkinson's 645 was stolen in a £1.5 million heist. Tara Palmer Tompkinson, TPT, a British socialite and B-list celebrity, had her BMW 645 convertible stolen as part of a £1.5 million heist in London in 2007. TPT was fortunate to have her car returned after it was discovered at Birmingham Airport alongside 5 other boosted vehicles, but the remaining 28 vehicles were never recovered. The most valuable vehicle they recovered was a £350,000 Mercedes SLR McLaren supercar, believed to be the first of its kind stolen in the United Kingdom. The thieves also stole dozens of Porsches, Mercedeses, Range Rovers, and Toyota Land Cruisers during the 3.5-year operation, according to the courts. However, the criminals were not as clever as they thought, and their arrogance was their undoing. When Imran Ganchi was arrested, he had some of and gang member Youssef Kadouji famously filmed himself on his phone behind a hand-stitched leather steering wheel of the 208-mile-per-hour McLaren. Clearly, these oversights contributed to their convictions. Crime and high-performance supercars are like peanut butter and jelly. While fiction can be entertaining, keep in mind that the use of supercars in crime is very real. Just keep an eye out for ninja teens, con men, famous film cars, and London parking. And that's all we've got for you today. Thank you for taking the time to review this video. What are your thoughts on the greatest car heists of all time? Tell us in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Until next time, take care, everybody.